Hey Salem, welcome to this month's Building Buzz. We're here on the site of the new police station, and if you look behind me, you'll see that we basically have a bare parking lot now. It's hard to imagine that just about 2.5 months ago there were 5 buildings on this property, but now those have been leveled and we're ready to build. So our topic today is demolition and of course recycling all of the stuff that has been demolished. So with me today are Kara Hillis from Cannell Construction, and Cannell Construction is basically responsible for this bare parking lot that we have today, and so thank you for that. And then I have Ricardo Becerril, who is our project manager. He's our owner's rep for the city. So Kara, tell us a little bit about demolition. For those of the people that saw the video with the chief in the track hoe, they got to see a little bit of what amateur demolition looked like. But tell us what demolition is all about.
Okay, so most people think of building demolition as just wrecking the building into a pile and hauling it off to the dump. But for us, it's more of an art form. We go in and we use the machine to deconstruct the building, and as we're going, we're sorting the concrete into one pile, removing any metal as we go. Any wood will go into another pile, and then the stuff that we really can't recycle or salvage will go into a pile that's going to go to a landfill. So on this project, it generated 2,250 tons of material, 91% of which was recycled locally. So of that material, 7% of it was wood and was hauled to Clayton Ward Recycling. 5% of that material was metal and hauled to Cherry City Metals. 80% of that material was concrete and CMU, which went to Riverbend Sand and Gravel, and they'll crush that material to be reused on another project. So that left less than 200 tons of material hitting the landfill.
People might not understand, where does this recycled material go? Where does it reappear, and how does it help us to recycle?
Typically on a commercial project of this size, you probably see somewhere in the neighborhood of 80 to 90% recycle statistics. So we've done a really great job. Cannell's done a fantastic job at achieving 91%. I'd say that's on the higher end of recycle statistics for a project. From an environmental perspective, I think, you know, keeping the demolition debris out of the landfill is extremely important. To give you some perspective on those statistics that Cannell shared with you, if none of the material, for instance, on this project site had been recycled and instead had all gone to, let's say, a couple of football fields, so take a couple of high school football fields here in Salem, it would be enough material to generate a foot of demolition debris over the top of both football fields entirely. So that's kind of the environmental benefits. The economic benefits, Kara talked an awful lot about. There was a lot of concrete debris as well as metal, as well as wood that was diverted away from landfills on this project site. Those materials, when they're recycled, a lot of them end up going back into building projects. So for instance, steel ends up getting converted into rebar, which is used in concrete and new construction on every new construction project around. Concrete debris is crushed up and it's used underneath a lot of our roads that we drive over on a day-to-day basis. And the wood debris itself is typically pulverized into like a mulch-like material, or it's used for some of our engineered lumber products that are available to us today.
That was great information, stuff I didn't know about, and the recycling numbers were very impressive. Thank you for that, and thank you for sharing and keeping track of that, because that's important to our community. Please join us for the upcoming town hall meeting sometime towards the end of June. Stay tuned for more information on that as we're planning that. We're also coming to a number of neighborhood associations, so please come and join us there. Help us build some buzz for the new police station. Thanks.